Let's be real, 99% of software engineers who are using AI are making the same mistake. They're treating AI like some magic black box and they're getting garbage results. They type in, build me a feature, and then they're shocked that AI breaks like three other things. The secret to actually getting ahead isn't about the latest shiny tool. It's about mastering the core technique that takes AI from being confusing to your most powerful assistant. And today, I'm going to show you what those are. Here's what you're going to learn: how to use AI to scaffold, refactor, and debug your code the right way. The three workflows that separates AI amateurs from pros. And also lastly, how to take AI from being a backseat driver to your senior dev assistant. Hey, I'm Edna. I've been in tech for over a decade now. I've gone through it all: promotions, a layoff, and burnout, which made me see work from a different angle and inspired me to create this space to help software professionals grow and work smarter with AI. So, subscribe and let's level up together. And as a thank you note, here's a cute picture of my dog, Kaden. The very first place that most developers go wrong is at the very beginning. You've given a new feature or a new service and maybe even a new project to start, and you're just sitting there staring at a blank file. It's called blank page paralysis. It's where bad and negative habits are born. The novice developers opens their AI assistant and types a vague and hopeful prompt that says, build me a user authentication API. And the AI, trying its best, it spits out a generic, insecure most of the time, and also just context-free blob of code. It has no idea what your company's coding standards are, what libraries do you prefer, and how your current existing system is built. And then you spend the next 4 hours trying to untangle and understand this piece of code with all of its assumptions and also fix those subtle bugs. This isn't productivity, this is just doing tedious work. The right workflow is different. It is a simple mindset shift. You are the architect, and AI is your construction crew. You don't ask the crew to design your building, you hand them the blueprint. This starts with a technique called spec-driven development. Basically, before you even start typing your first prompt, you need to have a mini spec written. I'm not talking about a massive formal document. No, it could be a simple text file or even block of comment where you define the what and the how. For that user authentication API, the spec might look like this. Functional spec user auth API. Number one, a user needs to register with an email and password. Two, a user needs to log in with their email and password. 3. A successful login should return a JWT. The technical spec. Use Node.js and the Express framework. Use bcrypt for password hashing. Use JWTs for session management with a 24-hour expiry. Follow a standard RESTful structure for endpoints. Now you feed this entire context to AI. It's not just, hey, build me an API prompt. It's using these specifications, generate the boilerplate code for an express.js application. Create the file structure, set up the server, and stub out the functions for user registration and login. The aha moment here is profound. The AI doesn't guess anymore. It executes your plan. It will generate for you the folder structure, the package.json file with all the dependencies, a blank server file, and also placeholder for all the functions. With this, you are already 90% aligned with your project. All right, the next big challenge for any developer is legacy code. Imagine you're given a file and you've said there's a bug in it, go fix it. Nobody has touched this file in 5 years. It has a function that has 500 lines in it. Then the variable names make no sense. And The logic in it is so nested that makes your head spin around. So you wonder, I'm just going to patch this and kick the technical dead can down the road. A novice engineer may just copy paste the whole file into a chatbot and ask it to refactor it. This is a recipe for disaster because the AI chatbot doesn't have any idea of your business context, no understanding of dependencies, and no understanding of why this file and this code was written the way it is. So it might make your code look prettier, but at the end, it may introduce some critical bugs into your code base. The right way of doing this is that you treat AI not like an automation tool, but like a partner. It's like a fast learning junior dev where you give it step by step instructions and guidance. Your first step from AI is never to ask it to refactor that code for you, but to explain it to you. Here's a prompt that you should use. Explain this block of code to me. What's its main job? What are the inputs and outputs? Walk me through the logic. Once you have the explanation, ask for the documentation. Here's how. Based on your explanation, add detailed comments to this code and generate a doc string explaining its purpose, parameters, and return value. And in seconds, the cryptic code is now readable. Only now you can start refactoring, but do it in small controlled chunks. For example, if you see a nested block of code, you can ask, this part handles tax calculation. Extract it into a separate, well-named function. AI does its magic, and now you can test it because it's a small change. You can even ask AI to generate test cases for you for the old and new code so you can make sure it's not broken. And you just keep this conversation going. You can ask, are there any hard-coded magic numbers in there? Suggest some constant names for them. Another thing you can ask is, this function seems to be doing 3 different things. How could we split it into smaller, single responsibility functions? Another thing, review this for any performance bottlenecks and suggest how to fix them. The aha moment here is realizing that refactoring is not a one big scary action. No, it is safe, and it's also like a dialogue between you and AI, where you're always acting like you are in the driver's seat. This third one is every developer's biggest nightmare, the mysterious time-sucking bug. In front of you, you've got this cryptic error log, the stack trace that leads nowhere, and you've been sitting and staring at this piece of code for like 2 hours. Not knowing the solution is right in front of you. The novice approach, you copy paste the error message into AI and you hope for the best. Well, AI not knowing the context, it's just going to give you some generic information that you normally find on the first page of Google. It's frustrating and it's unhelpful. The right way of doing it is to realize that the quality of the answer that you get from AI is proportionate to the context that you give it. Treat it like a new team member that you're bringing it up to speed on the problem. So gather the puzzle pieces. The code, just a specific function or module where the error is happening. The error message, the full exact error and its stack trace. The goal, a simple sentence on what the code is supposed to be doing. And the data, if you can, an example of the input that is triggering the bug. And here on the screen, you see an example on how you can combine all of this information into one single structured prompt. Use Markdown as it's a great way to keep it clean. And you will see that almost certainly AI will tell you the obvious culprit is that the db.fetch_user ID is returning none for one of the IDs, and the code isn't handling that case. So the aha moment here is AI becomes your second set of eyes, and it immediately points out the flaw that you've been missing for hours. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more like these, and share this with your friends and team. And now I leave you like I always do with a joke. Here it is. I tried debugging my AI. It just gaslit me and said, I'm working as intended.